Midnight light on a dim-lit screen, clicking through stories you wouldn't believe. Cold case trails and courtroom scenes, whispers from the grave and media dreams. Truth is stranger, hearts beat faster, in the shadows of a news disaster. Scrolling deep where secrets hide, you found the stories time won't deny. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods clubs to breaking news lines, you shine a light where the silence lies. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Small town rumors and urban fear, a voice for the lost who can't speak here. Through every name, through every case, you hold the truth in a steady place. Cameras roll but justice lingers, truth unravels through careful fingers. You tell a story, speak their names in a world that's quick to look away. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods crimes to great night trials, you trace the echoes through every mile. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Some run from the dark, you walk right in with a question and a camera lens. It's not just a crime, it's the lives they led. The voice is still talking from the books unread. Headstones and headlines, the veil is thin. Truth gets louder when you begin. With every view, with every line, you bring the forgotten back to life. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Yeah, headstones and headlines, you tell the stories that time can't hide.
Hey everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Of course, as soon as I hit the live button, who has to come and be a part of it but Phantom? She was just sleeping, and as soon as I got up to go live, here she is. So hopefully she won't be running across the screen, or I'm sorry, not the screen, the keyboard anytime soon. But just give me 1 second. I need to plug in my phone. Alrighty, sorry about that. So thanks for being here. I see Sinner, Angie. Nope, do not go on the keyboard. Do not go on the keyboard, lady. So I don't really have too much of a plan for today. I'm celebrating the start of a 2-week winter break, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. This past week was challenging to say the least at work because the excitement for some kids, the dread for others, because some kids would rather be at school than at home. So it goes both ways when it comes to holiday breaks. The one thing that I did see, I had done a short, I think not yesterday, the day before, about this woman who had sprayed food that she had delivered. She was a DoorDash driver. And the body cam footage of her arrest was released. So I think that's what we're going to start with. I have the full video that I had created the short with. And then the body cam, I think, is like 15 or so minutes. And then I have a story, a couple of other stories that we'll get to if we have time. But I want to start with one of the prison guards from Marcy Correctional Facility was sentenced today. And I actually saw that just before coming live. So let me add. And I don't know why it kicks me out every single time I change scenes. All right, Phantom is sitting on me, so hopefully she falls asleep. So we're going to take a look at this. I have not watched this yet because, as I said, I saw it right before coming live. So I just added it to my watch later list.
We have new details tonight following the murder of Marcy inmate Robert Brooks more than a year ago now.
It's the first case in my memory where a New York State corrections officer has been convicted and sentenced for murdering an inmate. It gives you an idea of how difficult that is.
David Kingsley learned his punishment in court today. The ex-corrections officer will now spend 25 years to life in prison.
Kingsley was convicted of murder and manslaughter just 2 months ago. It all stems from the brutal and deadly beating of inmate Robert Brooks on December 9th, 2020.
So 25 to life, and I believe he was in his 40s. Let's see if I can. Of course, none of the. Yes, so he is 44. He is 44. So he will be at least 69 when he is up for parole. That's quite a long time. Personally, I think he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison, but what do I know? What do I know? Yes, Sinner, that it's not good. I'll just put it that way. It is, I don't even know the word. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for rescues, and I don't know. Hopefully we get through it, but I see a lot of rescues shutting down because of the new guidelines and bullshit, really. It's ridiculous. The one thing that my director was telling me is that if you have between 8 and 25 cats, you're susceptible to, like unannounced visits. People have to like make sure the cleanliness, et cetera. But if you have more than 25, you do not have to adhere to those requirements. It's ridiculous. Truly is ridiculous. And there's some other things that they are going to require rescues to do that, in my opinion, is to kill off as many kittens as they can. Because instead of having a distemper shot when they are like 7 weeks old, 6 to 7 weeks old, starting at 4 weeks old, they need to have a distemper shot once every 4 weeks. I believe it was once every 4 weeks. And so at 4 weeks old, their immune systems aren't very strong. And so they're going to be injecting kittens with, what was the word? It wasn't semi-live strains. There was a different word, but it's pretty much they're injecting the kittens with distemper to try and create immunity. It is backwards. It's ridiculous. I have my thoughts, and it's a step in the wrong direction, if you ask me. And I actually do have a video because local news is really talking about it. So I think I'll do a live on that at some point. I just I need to look more into like what the media is saying and whether or not it's actually what it is. One second. Oh, no. I thought Alexa was going to talk to me. I guess not. She's just making noise again. I know, baby. Stay over there. Thank you.
24 after being transferred to Marcy Correctional Facility. Brooks was handcuffed and repeatedly punched, kicked, and grabbed by the neck at the hands of corrections officers. The entire ordeal was caught on body-worn camera. Brooks died the next day, and soon after, 10 officers were charged in his death. One of those 10 was David Kingsley. Today, he faced Robert Brooks's family in Oneida County courts and apologized. David Kingsley led into the courtroom in an orange jumpsuit, shackled with a bulletproof vest. Convicted at trial in October of murder and manslaughter, now facing a judge to learn his fate. Robert Brooks's son sharing his pain.
Last December, I watched you beat my father to death on camera. You showed my dad no mercy at all.
Brooks saying his father's life mattered and calling on the judge to send a message with the sentence.
So I pray that the courtroom imposes a sentence severe enough to tell correctional officers that they cannot treat incarcerated people like animals.
Brooks's brother asking for a sentence that fits Kingsley's involvement in Robert's death.
My brother used to say, to err is human, to forgive is divine. For us, forgiveness will take a long road. Just like the path through grief and the trudge towards justice, today I hope justice is served.
In the body camera video, Kingsley is seen carrying Brooks's feet as he's face down, covered in blood, dragged into the infirmary, thrown on a gurney where he would spend the last moments of his life. Prosecutors calling on the judge to impose the maximum sentence.
As in his entire 300-pound frame, he lifted a 140-pound restrained man off a table by his throat for no reason.
Prior to sentencing, David.
Yeah, it was for no reason. And I mean, I think the most severe sentence is 25 to life, but he should spend the rest of his life in prison, in my opinion.
Kingsley apologizing to the Brooks family.
All of the events that happened over the last 3 days of Mr. Brooks' life should never have happened. Every single incident was senseless. Nonetheless, I would like to offer my heartfelt apology to the Brooks family. I'm so sad to think that any action of mine that is untimely death, words cannot express how truly saddened and heartbroken I am that I was involved in such a tragic event that took someone's loved one from them.
Interesting. All right, so we are going to move over to this woman who was a DoorDash driver. She is no longer, who was delivering food, and then she started spraying the food with something. And the residents didn't realize something was wrong until the woman started eating her food and started coughing. She was having difficulty breathing. She started vomiting. And so when they looked at their camera, they see this woman spraying something on their food. Turns out it was pepper spray. And the reason she gave was that she was trying to kill a spider. But spiders are dormant during the cold months. So the fact that she claims there was a spider on the food didn't make any sense. So she has been arrested, and I have not watched the entirety of the body cam, so it should be very interesting to see.
Now at 5, a delivery driver is arrested accused of spraying an order with pepper spray.
Have you heard about this story? It's gotten a lot of play.
Yeah, it has.
This incident, it was all caught on camera. Micah Knoll spoke with the couple who placed that order.
A typical night for Mark and Mandy Kitten turns sour. A delivery driver bringing their food sprays it with an unknown.
And the thing is, all right, so let me get rid of this closed captioning for a minute. So she goes up, right?
Bringing their food sprays it with an unknown liquid and is caught on camera.
And it's just, I mean, here's the thing. If you see a spider, right? And when I had initially seen this, I didn't know about her excuse about the spider. But if you see a spider, you're not going to just quickly spray something and walk away. For me, if I was trying to kill a spider, I would be leaning over, spraying the spider from very close. I wouldn't be like standing up spraying a spider. I would get down and spray the spider. Also, doesn't make any sense what she said. And I don't believe that this woman knew these people. But it makes me wonder how many other people has she done this to? I mean, scary stuff.
The couple only realized something was wrong after taking a bite.
Wife went into the door and got the food and brought it into the house. And I still hadn't went into the kitchen. She was sitting there eating. And all of a sudden she started just coughing and like gasping, like she started choking, and then she threw up.
Vanderburgh County Sheriff Noah Robinson says tampering with food in this manner can be considered a level 5 felony.
It's possible to go to prison for this. Now, it depends on the criminal history of the individual involved. And so it's way too soon to be discussing what kind of outcome might be looking at. That might be something later on when it came to if a trial occurred or if a plea was in there to have that discussion. But nonetheless, tampering with somebody's food and deliberately adulterating
There's no spider.
is
Look
a
at her
felony in the
face.
state of Indiana.
Look at her face. There's no spider. Like, if you see a spider, you're going to make a face. At least in my opinion. Like, you would be like, oh, a spider. Or you would do something. She's just spraying this food for whatever reason.
Yeah.
When Kitten tried to contact the driver, he says he was blocked. Kitten says he went to social media to warn others.
I know how powerful of a tool social media is, because you see people go viral for everything. And, you know, I don't want to be famous. This isn't about being famous. This is about protecting people. You know, I mean, this should have never happened.
The driver has been identified as Courtney Stevenson. A news release from the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office goes on to say she told detectives she used pepper spray not on the food, but to spray a spider she said she saw while making the delivery. At that temperature, outdoor spiders in Indiana are not active and would not be capable of crawling on exposed surfaces.
So that's where she clearly didn't do her research, and clear indication that she's lying. She didn't see a spider. She just did it for whatever reason she thought was a good idea. And I hope that she does face as much as she needs to. Hey, Pooks, how are you? Hey, Rhonda, thanks for being here.
Stevenson is awaiting extradition to Indiana after getting arrested in Kentucky.
I have a lot of...
Okay, so what was her name again? Let me go back. Everything was around here.
The driver has been identified as Courtney Stevenson. A news release.
Courtney Stevenson. Let me see if there's any updates on her. Courtney Stevenson. Man, she's all over the internet now. And the reason I decided to also talk about this today is because today at school we were talking about, you know, people and holiday shopping and things like that. And some of the students are like, we don't like people. And I said, well, with technology now, you don't really have to see people. You can DoorDash, you can get Walmart delivery, things like that. And so we started talking about DoorDash, and I had brought up this woman. And then one of my students had brought up the woman who was delivering DoorDash, and the door was just open a little bit. So instead of just leaving the food and going, you know, like driving away, she decided to open the door and go in where this man was naked, and she videotaped him. It's like, so it kind of got me thinking, like, how many of these incidents actually happen with DoorDash, of these people making poor decisions and having bad behavior? So let's see. Okay, so it says, let me go over here quick before we watch the rest of that. So this was from December 14th, which was that Monday? No, Sunday. So the DoorDash driver accused of pepper spraying a couple's food has now been arrested. This is Evansville, Indiana, and she was arrested in Kentucky. So how far? I'm guessing Evansville would be on the East Coast. Evansville, Indiana. I'm just going to look it up because I don't really know. Evansville, Indiana. Oh, it is. So it's just across the river. Okay, so that makes sense. I mean, it's not like it's far away. Kentucky is, you just go across a bridge, depending on where you're at. And then there is a little section of Kentucky, like on one side of the river. All right, so it's not that far away. Since her arrest, residents in Evansville are sharing their reaction to the viral doorbell cam video. Mark Hardin and his wife say their food had been tampered with. In the couple's doorbell camera video, you can see Stevenson deliver the food and take a picture. She then sprays the bag with an unknown substance. The incident happened on December 7th and has since gone viral, even making national news. Stevenson was arrested in McCracken County, Kentucky, and is awaiting extradition to Vanderburgh County. Early this morning, the McCracken County Sheriff's Office in Kentucky arrested Courtney Stevenson on charges of consumer product tampering as a level 5 felony and battery with moderate injury as a level 6 felony. Those charges were obtained with the assistance of the Vanderburgh County Prosecutor's Office through a warrant that was issued last night. The reaction over the video has many in the area believing it's going to impact the way people use the delivery service. I thought it was horrible. Both of my kids either currently DoorDash or have DoorDash, and I can't imagine one of them doing something like that. No, I think people will... Wait, this does not make any sense. Now, I think people will think about that before they order. I think that's crazy. I don't understand why people are doing that. It's just so uncalled for. It doesn't matter what the customer says or anything that should not be done. Like, that's something a lot of people want to do. And then, like, if people are going around messing with their stuff, it's going to have sales drop for them and everything like that. Sheriff Robinson said this is not something that happens often, and residents shouldn't be afraid to use delivery services. I don't know who wrote this article, but these sentences do not make sense, and they're quoting the sentences, which is even worse. No, make sure the bag you're knowing is sealed when possible. The amount of time this actually happens, is it really justified fear? No, it's not. This is a one-off occurrence. I wouldn't hesitate to continue to use those companies' services. They're solid companies. All right. So let me look up in Indiana. So she's being charged with level 5. Let's see. Consumer product tampering as a level 5 felony. Let me look that up. I'm going to put this in paste in Indiana. All right. So it says consumer product tampering can be a level 5 felony in Indiana, as seen in recent cases where individuals were charged with level 5 consumer tampering for acts like contaminating food deliveries, carrying penalties of 1 to 6 years in prison, and fines up to $10,000. So that's a pretty hefty amount. And then the battery with moderate injury, let me look that up to see what that sentence would be. All right, so battery causing moderate injury is a level 6 felony in Indiana, carrying potential penalties of 6 months to 2.5 years in jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Well, there we go. She faces 6 months to 6 years if it's concurrent. I'm guessing she'll probably plead down or make a plea deal if one is offered.
Release from the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office goes on to say she told detectives she used pepper spray not on the food, but to spray.
Oh, so let me just fast forward because we heard that. All right. I forgot I wanted to go back and look at her face. Oh yeah, we finished it. Okay, so we're going to go to the body cam. And as I said, I have not watched this in its entirety. What is happening, YouTube?
Spray a spider.
Okay, well, why are you not going? All right, let me go here.
Dinner turns dangerous for one couple after their...
Okay, and this is from Law and Crime. Hey, Grouchy, how are you? Yeah, time to rejuvenate. Well, second semester doesn't technically start until the end of January. So we have 2 weeks off. We go back for 2 weeks. Well, we have class for 2 weeks. Then we have a week of state exams. And then the second semester starts the last week of January. Okay, so here she is. Let me rewind this. So here she is. She walks up.
Dinner turns dangerous for one couple after their DoorDash driver is caught spraying a mosquito.
So she looks at the camera. I didn't notice that the first time.
Dinner turns dangerous for one couple after their DoorDash driver is caught spraying a mysterious substance on their late night order. And now the moment when law enforcement caught up with her is all caught on camera.
Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Inside the Crime presented by Law and
Probably that thing outside from Indiana.
Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner.
I don't think I've ever seen a show with this girl before.
Before we get to this shocking case, did you know there's a reason Law and Crime is the go-to spot for true crime content? Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal injury law firm. They have more than 1,000 attorneys and have recovered. Truly makes me sick. This DoorDash.
Okay, let me just rewind a little bit. There we go.
The QR code on your screen. Now, as someone who often uses meal delivery services, this case truly makes me sick. This DoorDash driver did admit to spraying something, but she claims it was for a reason. It's December 7, 2025. We're in Evansville, Indiana. It's around midnight when Mark Cardin and his wife were waiting for their Arby's delivery order. Like so many others, they used the meal ordering service DoorDash to get their food. Once their food arrived and they sat down to eat, Mark and his wife both started getting sick. They both reportedly felt a burning sensation in their mouth, nose, throat, and stomach. Then came the vomiting. Both knew immediately something was wrong with their order, and they took a look at their doorbell camera.
See, it went too quick, but she looks up for like a split second. She looks up and then she looks down and starts spraying.
Video, and the evidence appeared to be right
That
there.
was a lot.
Mark posted,
that was a lot of spray. When they zoomed in, I didn't realize. I mean, that was coming out at a pretty good clip. And then she just
this
walks
video
away
to social
like she did
media with the
nothing.
caption on Facebook, DoorDash employee being kind enough to spray whatever kind of poison or whatever they was trying to spray all over my food when it was delivered to my house. Thank you very much. I'll see you in court. The clip of the delivery has since gone viral. But in case you haven't seen it, the video shows the couple's delivery driver arrived to their home shortly after midnight. She places the food down and gets out her phone in one hand, presumably to take a picture of the order, because
look at her. Look at her. So she takes the picture and then like she just decides right then, I guess I'll just spray their food for no reason. Like, was the spider up on the wall? Is that what she's looking at right now? And she got confused and that's why she sprayed at the ground?
The couple did get a delivery confirmation saying their order arrived at 12:01 a.m. But on the doorbell camera, you can see the driver with her other hand begin to spray a substance from a small aerosol can attached to her keychain. And then she just walks back to her car.
What the hell?
DoorDash responded to the viral video in a statement saying, quote, "We have absolutely zero tolerance for this type of appalling behavior. The Dashers' access to the platform has been permanently removed, and our team is standing by to support law enforcement with any investigation." Mark and his wife also reported the incident to their local sheriff's office.
Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Carden. The family that was involved in the DoorDash pepper spray incident. So my wife is doing better. I surprisingly am doing worse. I've been coughing so bad with my respiratory infection that I'm actually have been missing work. Unfortunately, I had to burn my last couple vacation days due to that with all my coughing and I guess me breathing whatever, that I have pulled every muscle in my midsection and including around the sides. So I'm going to be going to see my primary care doctor right now to see about, why my respiratory.
And so I did just look it up. I obviously know pepper spray isn't good, but it says that ingestion can cause immediate burning sensation in mouth, throat, and esophagus, nausea, vomiting, and potential gastrointestinal bleeding. And the question someone asked was, is pepper spray edible? Oh, and actually someone did a video about your food just got pepper sprayed, now what? And it looks like it was from Arby's. I think I probably missed that in the video. Huh. Yep. So somebody also asked, what's more lethal, pepper spray or mace? Pepper spray is worse.
Infection is, so much worse, and why every muscle in my midsection has been pulled, probably again from coughing. So I've been asked by a million people, have you gotten a lawyer? Are you going to get a lawyer? No, I don't. I don't know what to do. So I'm posting this video to tell everybody that I am on my way to the doctor, and that if you are a lawyer or you know a lawyer that's willing to help us out in this case, please reach out to me. I'll give everybody an update later when I get back from my primary care doctor.
Actually, let me, since he's got Facebook, let's go to Facebook quickly and see. So Mark Carden. Oh, there he is, Mark Carden. Oh, here he is. So December 11th, he did a couple of video. Okay, so here's the one that he just did. That was December 11th. So let me see. Okay, so here is, let's go over to his Facebook quick. This was the same date, but later in the day.
Hey everybody, it's Mark. So here's my update. So I just got done seeing my primary care doctor, and he agrees that whatever cold or respiratory situation I had going on beforehand has now been exacerbated by the pepper spray incident with my food from DoorDash. So he went ahead and gave me some paperwork stating that he had seen me today. He gave me some medication to get my respiratory system, back online, hopefully, and feeling better, and get my throat feeling better, and gave me some medication to help with my back and my lungs, my back and all my muscles from so much coughing. So just wanted to give everybody an update that I did go to the doctor. No such thing as a clean bill of health till we know exactly what's going on, but he seems to think that the medicine that he gave me will help get this all out of my system and get me better. So I'll post another update here in a few days. Till then, everybody be safe. And if you order any food, make sure you're checking your cameras.
That is true. I always check my camera. Sure do. All right. And he had another one. Oh, now here's the Smarties. Dang, what kind of pepper spray did she use? I've been sprayed directly in the face and mouth, and 2 hours later, it's all done.
Oh, I just shared this on TikTok.
Okay, so this is a different one.
So I wanted to share it here as well. With everything going on, I don't think that this would have been pushed as far as it has been if it wasn't for all of you guys helping me. Everybody on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of you guys have been sharing this.
And I was just thinking, so this happened on December 7th. So this is only 4 days later. I don't know. I've never been pepper sprayed. I've never eaten pepper spray. I don't know how long the effects last.
This commenting, I've been messaged by people I don't know. I've been messaged by media, news media. I've been getting phone calls. I've been getting emails. I've been getting calls from people I haven't seen in 10 years. So I wanted to thank everyone that has helped get this information out there to see this person get prosecuted. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't be able to, probably go after this person if it wasn't for you guys helping. Social media is a very powerful tool, and I hate that I even had to make this video. I hate that you guys even had to share it. But this information wouldn't have gotten out there and wouldn't have gotten spread as far as it has if it wasn't for you guys. And I'm not a live personality person, so you'll have to forgive me for not having any fancy edits in any of my videos and stuff like that. I get on TikTok and Facebook to watch funny videos. So again, the only reason for this message is to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart.
All right, and I think that might be the last one he did. Yeah, he just shared a couple puppy videos. All right, so let's go back over here.
And let everybody know what's going on. I'll see you guys later. Just wanted to give an update.
Detectives with the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office in Indiana subpoenaed DoorDash records, which ID'd the delivery driver as 29-year-old Courtney Stevenson. But then came a slight issue. Courtney reportedly lives
Man, I thought she was older than 29. Like, she looked like she was my age. She does not look like she's in her 20s.
In Kentucky. So investigators called her and agreed to do an in-person interview. The sheriff's office says during that initial phone call, she told him that she was in Evansville, Indiana, visiting her dad. During the visit, she said she was going to do some deliveries too. Courtney allegedly owned up to using pepper spray, but she claimed it wasn't to pepper spray the food. Instead, it was used to spray a spider she saw while making the delivery. She explained to detectives she was terrified of spiders.
Bullshit. She said she was terrified. She did not look terrified to me. If you're terrified, you run away. You don't spray it and then walk away. Like, no. That's bullshit. She's lying. Hey, Lucky Lou, what's going on? I hope you and Coco and all the birdies are doing well. The puppies too.
But it doesn't seem investigators were buying that story. According to the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office, the overnight low temperature in their area is around 35 degrees. Outdoor spiders reportedly are not active and wouldn't.
Yeah, 35 degrees, that's cold. I don't even see spiders in my house when it's that cold outside.
Be capable of crawling on exposed surfaces in that type of weather. So it seemed detectives wanted to talk to Courtney more. An interview was already on the calendar. However, she called the sheriff's office back, reportedly telling them she wasn't going to come in after all. So next came the arrest warrant. Now it's
wow. So she could have just went in and talked to them, and then she's like, nah. So they got a warrant for her. Should have just went in, lady. Should have just went in.
December 12, 2025. It's a little after 10:30 in the morning, and ironically, this time, someone's at Courtney's door.
How you doing? Debbie on the sheriff's office. How you doing? Are you Courtney?
I am.
Hey, I need to talk to you real quick, okay? Come out here for me.
Okay.
Give you your ID on you by chance?
I do.
What's her shirt say? I got your back.
Else here with you, Courtney?
No.
Just here by yourself? Okay. Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the reason why you didn't go talk to
Get your radio turned down.
I wasn't able to. I actually had an appointment to go see them today. I was getting ready to get dressed.
Sam 12345 Wait around.
If you guys are going to arrest me,
52.
Actually, just
We're 1012's in the hit. Yeah, so they're wanting you. So, yeah, you're going to be going to jail today. You'll be in the McCracken County Jail, and then Evansville, Vanderbilt County will come pick you up, okay?
they didn't even press charges yet.
You have a warrant.
I've got on.
See, you should have went in, lady. You should have went in. You're going to have to cancel your appointment. I'm going to watch that again because that was kind of funny.
Yeah, so they're wanting you. So, yeah, you're going to be going to jail today. You'll be in the McCracken County Jail, and then Evansville, Vanderbilt County will come pick you up, okay?
They didn't even press charges yet.
You have a warrant.
I've got on here, I looked up my name on the Indiana cases, and there's not even charges.
She doesn't get it. Like, they have a warrant for your arrest. You haven't formally been charged. That's why your name isn't on the website. I'm assuming. I don't know how Indiana works, but like, so she has an appointment, but she's been looking up on the site to see if her name was on the arrest record. That makes no sense.
Got a warrant. They probably just filed them.
Courtney's arrest warrant was pretty serious too. Because she lives in Kentucky, she'll have to be held in jail until she can be extradited back to Indiana.
You'll be arrested on a fugitive from justice warrant. Okay?
You'll be lodged on that.
You'll be lodged on that. Okay?
Fugitive
And you can sit in our jail as long as you want. You don't have to waive extradition, but we can hold you up to 6 months on that. So if you waive extradition, that gets you.
Wow, they can hold her up to 6 months if she doesn't waive extradition. That's insanity. 6 months. Was it worth it, lady?
Back there quicker.
To get a bond, they'll face your charges.
And then they'll give you a bond at that point. Does that make sense to you? So that's just, I mean, that's your free right, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to waive extradition, you don't have to. But then at that point, in 6 months, they retrieve a governor's warrant.
Right. So they're going to get you one way or the other, but it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of time that you have to sit down here. So as quick as you can waive extradition would be.
So I know you mentioned putting underwear on for go to jail. So we're both males, so we obviously can't go in there with you and watch you change. Once we have eyes on you with a warrant, we keep eyes on you. Okay, I'm okay with us going inside the house with you. You bringing a pair with you, and then if the jail lets you put on, that's fine. I'm more than welcome to let you put socks and shoes on before you go, but they're going to give you all when you get down there. So if mainly I would just
give me a bra, but I wanted to make sure I could get.
If you want to bring a pair with you, I'm completely fine with that. But I will let you put socks and shoes on, but I can't let you change or anything like that because we obviously have to keep eyes on you all the times, and we're both males, so we're not going to do that. So if you want to step in there, we'll step in there with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No dogs or nothing like that?
No.
Nobody's in here, correct?
Cats, just cats.
Okay.
It's a little messy.
Wow, I thought my house was messy.
Stepdad will be home eventually.
It's a big house.
Yeah. You're fine, dude.
No one's gonna let me keep in there.
Like, you can't find a bra? What the heck?
Some socks.
I think she's stalling. Yeah. You know, and because my house, I mean, I have a lot of stuff in my house, but I don't have that much stuff in my house. Like, my bedrooms have a lot of things that I'm storing in them, but not like that. Right, it's in the hallway, and I guess she's with her. I'm guessing she lives with stepdad and her mom. I don't know.
So how long does the process take for them to come get me and take me there?
Today's Friday. You probably have your first court appearance on Monday here in McCracken. And at that point, you can choose if you waive extradition or you fight it.
She's got to stay the weekend.
They have up to like so many days to come get you. Which with it being Vanderbilt County and Evansville, it's only a 2-hour drive, so I'm sure they'll probably come get you pretty quick. Does that make sense?
She's not even crying. I don't know. I mean, people are different, but like, then again, I wouldn't do something like she did. Like, that wouldn't even cross my mind. But I would be crying. I'd be freaking out. She's just like, huh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to bring a jacket? It's hot in the car and you're going to go right to the jail. So I would suggest not. So, you got shoes on?
I do. I have money right there in that purse. Am I able to grab some to get booked with so that I can make phone calls?
Where's it at?
It's in that purse right there.
Then go over and step that way and I'll watch you grab through it, or I'll grab it. If you don't mind me getting the purse for you, just make sure there's no weapons or nothing like that, okay?
It's on the side of the...
Where?
The
money's in this little pouch?
Pocket,
You want all of it to go with you?
No, just like the 20s right there.
This right here? Yeah. Here, I will let you pick however much you want. If you want to take it all with you, that's fine.
I don't want to book all of it in just in case.
You want to leave it out like that, or you want to put it back in the purse? Okay, we'll go out here. You can go out there. You need to lock up?
Probably.
You have a key, or are you just going to lock it?
They have a key.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to budge you.
Understand that?
I guess they're just letting her go in. I thought when you have a warrant, you would put them in cuffs, but maybe they're just, having her walk in. And Grouchy says she's been in jail before. She knows to bring money. I wouldn't have known that.
Just stay at the back of the Durango right there, the back hatch. Just hang out for me. Did he confirm that extra or not? He didn't answer. Ask him if he's confirmed yet. Because our radio's not working here. Just right over here. Yeah, the church walk past. Okay. Hey, I don't know. Catch your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, they want you, okay? So go ahead. I will go over. Stand right there. I don't want to drop your phone and break it, okay? No, you can make a phone call when you get to the jail, okay? Put your hands on your back for me. Just when you're under arrest, okay?
Oh, there they go. Okay. I was gonna say I was waiting for them to cuff her.
All this is a metal detector, okay? My policy, we just use it. Make sure you have nothing on you, okay? No metal, no guns, no drugs, no knives, nothing like that. Alrighty. You come over here for me. You'll have a seat back there. Do what? Yeah. Okay, just tell them 10-15 break mileage.
And I did just look because they had said this is McCracken County. So depending on where in McCracken County she lived, it's about a 2-hour drive from Evansville to McCracken County. So it's actually a little bit further than just across the river.
12014.
Oh, so exactly a week ago.
You guys see paperwork.
Oh, so she was. So this happened on the 7th. She was just arrested on the 12th, so a week ago. So she was arrested 5 days after.
Courtney Stevenson was charged with 2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury, a level 6 felony, and 2 counts of consumer product tampering, a level 5 felony. The Vanderburgh County Sheriff Noah Robinson said in a statement, residents should be able to trust that the food they order for their families is safe. When someone violates that trust and endangers others, we will respond with urgency and we will pursue charges. I want to commend our detectives and also thank the McCracken County Sheriff's Office and Vanderburgh County Prosecutor's Office for their assistance in making this arrest. Now, this kind of makes you think, if Mark Cardin didn't come forward with what happened to him and his wife, Courtney might have just flown under the radar. In a video posted a day before she was arrested, Mark thanked those who shared his story.
Hey everybody, it's Mark. So here's my update. So I just got done seeing my...
Okay, so we did watch that. So I'm going to fast forward. Oh, that looks like that's all they show was that video that we had seen from his Facebook. So I was trying to see if I could find... Oh, wait, I don't want Kentucky. I want Indiana. I was going to look up to see if I could find anything about... Oh, no, she was in jail in Kentucky. So why can't I find her on the website, the jail website? Guess it doesn't work. Doesn't work. All right, so there we go. And so I did find one last thing just to kind of summarize all of this, and then we'll look at a couple more stories. See you, Rhonda. Thanks for stopping in. So it says Kentucky. Oh, hang on. I got to add it to the screen. Kentucky woman arrested on felony charges for allegedly spraying substance on DoorDash food. So this was dated December 12th. which is a week ago. Kentucky woman is now in custody on felony charges following an investigation into allegations that she sprayed a substance onto DoorDash customers' food, causing them to become sick. Courtney, that's why I couldn't find her in the jail lookup, because I spelt her name wrong. Courtney N. Stevenson was arrested by the McCracken County Sheriff's Office in Kentucky on felony battery and consumer product tampering charges. On December 7th, one of the two victims contacted the sheriff's office. He reported that he and his wife had ordered food through DoorDash shortly after midnight. After eating the food, both experienced a burning sensation in their mouth, nose, throat, and stomachs. Both also began vomiting. They reviewed their doorbell camera footage and observed the DoorDash dasher place the food off camera on the porch and take a picture. She then sprayed a substance in the direction of the food from a small aerosol can attached to her keychain and left. Detectives subpoenaed DoorDash records, which identified the dasher as Courtney Stevenson. Other investigative means corroborated her identity. Stevenson was found to be living in Kentucky near Paducah. She was contacted and agreed to an in-person interview. During the initial phone call, she told detectives that she had been in Evansville visiting her father and was working for DoorDash during her stay. She told detectives that she used pepper spray not on the food, but to spray a spider she said she saw while making the delivery. She explained that she is terrified of spiders. So Law and Crime kind of just used this to create their story. The overnight low was 35 degrees Fahrenheit. At that temperature, outdoor spiders in Indiana are not active and would not be capable of crawling on exposed surfaces. Stevenson later called and said she was not going to come in for an interview as scheduled. So she scheduled. So I didn't realize the interview was scheduled, but then she said she canceled it because she had an appointment. Detectives prepared an arrest affidavit. A warrant for Stevenson's arrest was prepared and issued, charging Stevenson with 2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury as level 6 felonies and 2 counts of consumer product tampering as level 5 felonies. And I just realized she's being charged with 2 counts, so that would actually be 12 months to 12 years in prison if found guilty and sentenced to the maximum. Authorities in McCracken County, Kentucky were contacted and arrested Stevenson this morning. She will be held without bond pending extradition to Indiana. Bond on the warrant has been set at $3,500 cash. Sheriff Noah Robinson stated, residents should be able to trust that the food they order for their families is safe. When someone violates that trust and endangers others, we will respond with urgency and we will pursue charges. I want to commend our detectives and also thank the McCracken County Sheriff's Office and Vanderburgh County Prosecutor's Office for their assistance in making this arrest. And there she is, shooting the presumption of innocence. The fact that a person has been arrested or charged with a crime is merely an accusation. The defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. So there we have it. So let me try to look her up again. I was spelling her name wrong. Okay, let's see. Stevenson. Courtney. Nope, still don't find her. All right. Well, I guess she's not. Well, she's an offender, though. Maybe she's already moved. Maybe she's already been extradited. Possibly. All right. So let's see. Where do I? All right. So I think we're going to watch 3 more videos. The first one is about a fight that broke out at a wedding over food. The next is about a 2 New York City rats wrestling over a bagel. And then the last story we'll take a look at is a kitten that caused a flood in a Virginia cat cafe. So this first one is in India. So they're, not food, but specifically dessert. A dessert shortage. They started fighting. Hey, Froggy, how are you? All right. Oh, no, pause. All right, share this tab instead. All right. There we go. All right, so here's, oh my gosh, they're really fighting. Oh my gosh, look at them over dessert. I wish there was sound. And this lady in the middle is like, or this guy. It's hard. I thought that was hair, but it could be a hat. Oh, now they were. I thought they were trying to keep the peace, but they got something to hit people with too. Can you imagine? Oh no, so that one is trying to break him up, but then I want to see like the beginning, like when did they realize that there was a dessert shortage? So now there's a big mess. All the other, oh, those are broken chairs. I was like, what is that? Hey TLC, I know, right? Froggy says could be better under a boil advisory until Tuesday. Oh no! They found E. coli in your water. That's awful. That is awful. Okay, so they kind of broke it up. Now people are just watching. Maybe they're still fighting in the other room. I'm not sure. But there's broken chairs. There's food. Look, here's here's a seat of a chair on top of the buffet table. And this is a wedding. Can you imagine? You're trying to celebrate and people start fighting over dessert not being there. I'm just going to watch again. I want to see how the chair ended up on this table because I was more looking over here and not here. So the brawl looks like it starts in this area. Like, how did the chair look at these? This is insane. They're just hitting each other with chairs. Oh, there's the broken chair. 2 broken chairs. Oh, there's the chair ended up here. So it looks like here. So actually, the 2 that are fighting over dessert are right here. I thought it was over here. These people must be just hanging out, but these 2 are going at it. Yeah, these 2, look at right here. And then these are over here too. It's like a big brawl. I can't. Hey, Gerda, how are you? Long time no see. How are things? How are things? Okay, so we're not going to watch that again, but I wish there was a different, like, because this says second hall 1. I wonder if there's another. Let me see if I can find any more information. Indian wedding fight over dessert. All right, so here is some more information on this. An Indian wedding in Bodh Gaya, Bihar, recently turned into a chaotic brawl with chair throwing and punches after a dessert shortage, specifically rasgullas, escalated tensions between the bride's and groom's families, leading to injuries, police involvement, and the wedding being called off. Though the bride's family also cited allegedly dowry demands as a root cause, highlighting broader family conflicts. So the wedding hadn't even happened yet. What is rasgulla? Let me look that up. I'm curious what it looks like. Copy, paste. Oh, they're like, ooh, it actually looks really good. So let me share this. It's a popular Indian dessert made from soft, spongy balls of chena, fresh cheese, boiled in a light sugar syrup, often flavored with cardamom or rosewater. Originally from Bengal, this sweet is known for its melt-in-your-mouth texture and is enjoyed worldwide. Serve chilled, warm, or at room temperature. So it is Indian cottage cheese. That actually looks really good. That would even be good, like, if you put it, like, the syrup and then, like, powdered sugar. That would be really good, too. See if I can find a better. Okay, so they're like, so there was a shortage, allegedly, of these. I'm going more with the dowry issue because I feel like it's a lot, kind of a lot for dessert. Gerda says it's going okay, just recovering from being in the hospital with severe sepsis. Oh no. Are you recovered now? Are you good? This was years ago. My cousin was really, really sick, and she kept going to the doctor. They kept pushing meds on her. She was still getting sick. She ended up in the hospital with sepsis. Like she nearly died because they just saying, oh, it's viral, and it wasn't viral. Froggy says, I don't care if there's a dessert shortage or not. It's just wrong. Right. I mean, I'm going with the dowry thing, though. Let me see if I can find... Okay, so it says, the bride's father claimed the fight was fueled by demands for an extra $2,400 in dowry, which the groom's side denied, blaming the Rasgulla shortage. So it was kind of both. So the bride's father wanted more money, but the groom's side said no because there's not enough dessert. Let's see if there's a different... Let me see if I can find a different... Shoot, those are Instagram. I can't see those. So this was on December 5th. Okay, so here's the Times of India. So it says, Rasgulla shortage sparks massive brawl at Bihar wedding. In Bodh Gaya, a wedding celebration took an unexpected turn when the lack of rasgullas ignited a fierce altercation between the families. A wedding in Bodh Gaya turned into something resembling a low-budget action film when a shortage of rasgullas sparked a full-blown clash between the bride and groom's families. What should have been a sweet union quickly dissolved into a sugar-fueled skirmish as guests traded punches, pushed one another about, and even wielded red plastic chairs like medieval weapons. CCTV captured the guests transforming the banquet area into a battleground, and by the end of it, the wedding itself lay in ruins. Police later confirmed that the bride's family filed a dowry case after the Rasgulla riots brought the ceremony to a halt. The fracas took place on November 29th at a hotel in Bakror, Bodh Gaya, but came to light on Wednesday evening when a video went viral. The marriage was to be between Pawan Kumar, son of Mahendra Prasad of Hathayawan village, and Kavita Kumari, daughter of Suresh Prasad of Atri. Both sides had arrived with full fanfare, the groom's procession marching in confidence. Oh my God, I can read. Both sides had arrived with full fanfare, the groom's procession marching in confidently, entirely unaware that dessert, of all things, would sabotage the celebration. The garland exchange took place peacefully, offering a brief illusion that the evening would go smoothly. Disaster struck when guests headed for dinner and discovered that the rasgullas had run out. For reasons known only to those present, the shortage of the syrupy sweet triggered instant rage. Chairs were smashed, plates and glasses took flight, and within minutes, both sides were engaged in a spirited battle that no wedding planner could ever prepare for. The wedding collapsed as swiftly as the chairs. Whoever this writer is very witty. Suresh Prasad, the bride's father, said wedding rituals were underway. Meanwhile, the groom's side started demanding an additional, I think it was $2,400 dowry, which we opposed. After this, the groom's side started beating us, in which several people from our side were injured. We have filed an FIR in the matter at Bodh Gaya police station. The groom's family, however, maintained that dowry had nothing to do with it. According to them, it was the vanishing Rasgulas that unleashed the chaos. They insisted that almost all rituals had been completed and that they still wished to proceed with the marriage. The dispute over the shortage of Rasgulas escalated so much that the girl's side broke off the wedding. They are alleging that additional dowry demands were being made, which is false. An FIR has also been filed at Bodh Gaya police station. We still want our son to marry the same girl, but the bride's side is not ready, said Mahendra Prasad, the groom's father. The Bodh Gaya police said both parties are being questioned and further investigation is underway. So it seems like there is a disagreement as to why this happened. One is saying it was because of dessert. The other is saying because they demanded more dowry and were denied. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Oh, great. I have lost screen share, so let me stop sharing. And then I will reshare. Hopefully the wrestling match between the rats wasn't as chaotic. Oh, cool, Pookie. Hopefully you had a good time at your party. Gerda says, me too. If I waited 10 more hours, not even thinking about it, but I am much better. Thank you. I'm really glad to hear that. It had to have been really scary. And hopefully you are on your way to a full recovery. Pookie says, my mother-in-law about knocked my mom out at the wedding because she was talking shit about us. Wow. I've never had, police or a fight or anything at a wedding. We have had the police called at a funeral, though. At my cousin's boyfriend's funeral, the police did have to come because people started arguing during the wake. They were arguing during the wake. The police were called. And it was talk about awkward. It was so awkward. Because, what do? You don't want to get involved, but you don't want people to get hurt. Very weird. Yeah. All right. So let me add the, oops, I didn't want to do that. Let me add the rats back. They're fighting over a bagel in New York City. So New York City rats caught wrestling over bagel on subway tracks. Look at that. I didn't even notice them at first. They zoom in, but look at these two little rats fighting over bagel. They might be babies. They're awfully small. Hey, Sunnyside, how are you? Oh, geez, really, Sinner? That's terrible. Most of my family events are pretty peaceful. Although there was when my grandma passed, we thought my aunt said something to my mom and it wasn't what she said, so that kind of caused chaos, but it wasn't like that Indian wedding. It was just, kind of some yelling, and then we're like, oh, that's not what they said, and moved on. I know, right? TLC, they should just try to split it in half or just run away with it together. Run away together with the baby. Look at them. It's like who do I haven't watched this whole thing, so I don't know if one of them wins. But I'm gonna say that the one on the right is gonna win. Even though the one on the left seems to be has a little more strength, I think the one on the right is gonna walk away with it. That's true, Greta. They need to learn that sharing is caring. It sounds like a subway car is coming. No, not on the computer, baby. I don't know. Oh man. Oh my, wow, that one is really strong. Okay. Well, hey, that's what you got to do. Just go with it. Go with the bagel. Let that one take it. Go with the bagel, and then you can both get a snack. Yeah, Phantom just woke up. She just ran over and was like, she did her little trill and tried to jump on the keyboard. I'm like, no. So now she's in. What are you doing in there, baby cakes? I think she wants food, and my cats ate all her food. She's in her playpen. You don't have to be in there, baby. You don't have to be in your playpen. You can go all over the place. Actually, give me one. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to run and get her food right quick. All right, she ended up running into the other room with, like, when I went to get her food, she ran in the other room with me, and now she's out there playing. So she has food though if she wants it. She's so cute. I know. Get out of the way. Come on, baby. Oh no, here she comes. Hi. Look. No, go right in here. Look, I gave you food. Go look. Look right there. Yep, that's what she wanted. Okay, she's occupied for now. Man, Darren. I wish it would just I wish the bagel would just split in half. They're not giving up, man. Yeah, who rules my roost? Well, she is a baby, so. And I updated her pictures today. I updated her description. So hopefully, I'm hoping she finds a home for Christmas. If not, I'm here. You know, she's not going to go anywhere. I did make the mistake last night. I go in to see the other fosters that I've had for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in April, which is insanity. And she cries and cries and cries because she wants me. So I'm like, oh, I'll just let her in for a minute. The 2 kittens who are now almost 2 years old, they were fine with her. The mama cat, oh my God, she was a bitch. She was hissing and being like so mean. And then so I'm like, okay, Phantom, you need to go out in the hall. Like, you can't be in here anymore. And then the mama cat was hissing at her own babies. It's like, I was like, Mama, it's my fault. You don't have to be mean to the other cats. Like, my fault. You're fine. Man, maybe none of them are gonna win. Oh. You're gonna end up into those bottles. What a shame. What a shame. All that trash in the subway tracks. Oh man. Wow. Oh shoot, here's another one. Game change. Maybe this one comes in and takes it from both of them. Oh, yep, there he goes. That one's gonna. Oh, uh-oh. Oh man, that one took it. Oh. Nope, not quite. He almost had it. Oh. Well, this guy's gonna try to get him. Look at this guy. He's. Alright, well, at least they're out. Oh, there they went. Look at them go. And actually, I thought there might be 4 now. Oh, yeah, there are. There's 4. See, they should have just took it and shared. Now they got more trying to get it. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, they're all running with it. Just in time for the subway card to come. I know, plenty to share. I know. And I mean, I'm glad that whoever got that video of it got it, because that was, I mean, it was really cute, even though I'm not a fan of rats. All right, so the last story I'm going to share before I go is about, I don't know why YouTube isn't letting me hit the arrow over. This story is about a kitten that causes a flood in a Virginia cat cafe. So speaking of, you know, I've got a kitten here. She's now sitting on me, so hopefully she'll be cool the rest of the live. Gerda says, no jokes. We go on holiday in Paris for our fur baby. She can't live with anyone else but one of us. My husband and daughter goes. When they're back, my husband and I go. Oh my goodness. Oh, you go in pairs. I thought you were going to Paris. Got it. So you go in pairs so she's not by herself. That's sweet, though. Really, Pookie? In college, one of my sorority sisters had a rat for a pet. I don't remember what her name was, though. Wow. I don't know about all of y'all, but it was 50 degrees today when I left my house for work. And when I left work, it was 34 degrees. And the wind just started picking up. It's like whistling out there. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen.
A Virginia cat cafe is temporarily closed after flooding. It wasn't because of bad weather or a broken pipe, but instead a mischievous feline who likes to play around near the sink. Sorry, I'll tell you why in a moment. This is so funny. Madison McNamee has the story.
Humming fans and ripped open drywall, the new decor inside the Perfect Bean after volunteers walked into a cat.
What a great name for a cat cafe. The Perfect Bean. I always call them beanies.
Catastrophe last week.
It was just like a monsoon.
While most might assume plumbing issues, owner Michelle Langham knew it was more of a four-legged problem.
We had seen him sort of playing with the faucet, and we were working on coming up with a way to turn it, off.
While most felines hate water.
Aw, his name's Roller. So cute. Oh, wow, 66? Holy cow, Pookie. I wonder, because we'll probably get that weather then a couple of days later. Let me see what it's going to be. Okay, nope, we're not getting any warm weather here. Christmas is going to be 37 and then 39 the 26th, but then it's going back into the 20s. Man, 66 degrees.
Not Roller, a 5-month-old tuxedo cat dropped off just days prior to this.
And we are at the crime scene right now, also known as Roller's Playground. This is the sink that the little kitty was getting into when the place started to flood. We believe that he moved the towel into the drain and then turned on the faucet here.
Oh no. So he clogged the drain, so to speak, with a towel, probably not on purpose. And then he was messing with the faucet, and the towel prevented the water from draining. And so it flooded the cafe.
So the towel plugged the drain, the faucet could not drain out, and everything just overflowed.
Ruining the space that just opened in mid.
Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. What was it called? The Perfect Bean. Let me look that up. The Perfect Bean. There it is. Perfect Bean, Richmond, Virginia. Let's take a look at their site quick. So it says, looking to hang out with cats? We are currently closed for repairs. Check our Instagram for updates. So our story founder Michelle Langham has always been active in animal welfare. She and her spouse moved to Powhatan in 2022 from Northern Virginia with the goal to buy land and rescue some farm animals. In the year since, they have rescued 5 donkeys, 9 chickens, as well as their 2 dogs and 5 cats. Michelle fell in love with the city of Richmond and its small town feel and welcoming community. While living in Northern Virginia, she enjoyed frequenting the cat cafes there and in DC, and noticed there was not one in Richmond yet. With her background in business management and passion for animals, especially cats, she thought this was something she could really do. Her goal for opening the cafe was to create a warm and welcoming environment for people, provide a space for homeless cats, and overall help people and animals in the community. The Perfect Bean operates on the values of love, kindness, compassion, and community. So cool. They are open from Wednesday to Sunday. They are closed Monday and Tuesday. So, see, and here's Roller. Oh, yep, he's got his own t-shirt. You can get your own t-shirt of Roller. Wanted. His wanted shirt. Let's see the menu. I'm just curious. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Oh, here, I'll make it bigger and just read it. So it's got espresso, tea, lattes, coffee, and then they have specialty syrups that you can put in them. Pretty cool. Can you imagine this? This kitty was just trying to have some fun. I know. That's probably a good 12-hour drive for me. Let's see. I'm going to see. Richmond, Virginia. Yeah. Well, no, it's only about 7.5 hours. 7 hours? Or I'd probably take the train. That's 9 hours. I'd probably take the train down there and then just, rent a car or something. All right, well, there we go. Overnight trip to see the cat cafe.
August. The Perfect Bean is the city's only cat cafe. When you walk in, it looks like a normal coffee shop, which the bottom level is. But on the second floor, it resembles a living room.
The cats are more comfortable. When the cats come here, it frees up space in foster homes for them to take more cats from shelters.
And customers can pay to hang out with them too. It's a home to the felines until they are adopted, but that means the cats stay here even when the cafe is closed.
He was like splashing around in the water, like loving it. So a lot of the other he was water skiing. A lot of the other cats were like climbed on the high spots to stay, dry, and they were like not happy, but he was having a grand time.
The rebuild isn't as fun. Floors and walls have to be reinstalled. The hope is to open before the new year. Until then, the Perfect Bean is taking donations to keep its employees paid.
It's pretty overwhelming.
Look at him.
But we have had so much support from the community.
As for the cats, they're all in foster homes for now, including Roller, who is still finding his way into sinks.
Oh, I am cackling. So the reason this is so funny because this weekend we fed our
Hey, SoFlo. Oh my gosh, I have to watch him in the sink again. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. He was playing with the drain. Oh my god.
As for the cats, they're all in foster homes for now, including Roller, who is still finding his way into sinks.
Oh, I am cackling. So the reason this is so funny because this weekend we fed our cats 1 hour later than we usually do, and they did not like that. And so the two of them actually found a wire under our sink and shooed through it. And it was spraying water for like 2 hours. Yeah. Did it flood your bathroom? It was pretty wet down there, and Van was a very angry fella, and so he was under there. He's like, "Oh, these cats!" And so he had to run to Home Depot, and then he found the little tape, and the kitties were just sitting there watching. And my kitties just love to nibble on everything.
That's what happens. I mean, do they like water?
They do like water.
Okay.
So when we like take showers and stuff, they kind of like want to be in there, but not too much.
Okay.
But just like a little.
I did have a cat once that I had to have the faucet running because this was before they had like the fancy cat fountains. I would have to have the water running or he would scream incessantly. And as soon as you turn the water on, just a little drip, he was happy as could be. No problems.
I feel you. I hear of so many cats that actually like water and like not so much cats that don't like water. It's like a myth.
I know, it really is actually, out of curiosity. So craziness. Well,
those darn cats.
Those
mischievous little fellas.
Yeah, but I'm sure with Kringle, I mean, was he kind of a chewer?
He's not a chewer, but he's
an escape artist.
An escape artist. Yeah, he likes to escape. He likes to jump very high fences.
Very high.
And that's not great when he also loves to run away from people.
Yeah. So we've got our own issues.
Those things combined is not great.
Yeah, flooded bathrooms and escape artists.
Yeah.
So funny. So cute. All right. So, yep, we're not going to watch that one yet. That actually made me think of something. And now, let me see if I can remember what I was thinking. Nope, not you. You're for a different day. Actually, no, since we're talking about animals, and I know Sinner had brought this up at the beginning. So there's new shelter rules that are going into effect next year in New York State. There's like a 1-year grace period where you can like prepare. I haven't watched this yet, but I'm curious to see what this clip says. So we'll take a look at this and then we will wrap things up.
Animal shelters and rescues taking effect today. Across New York State, it is aimed at improving care standards for pets.
But some animal rescue groups say those good intentions could come with serious unintended consequences, especially for small, rural, and foster-based organizations. Our Gary Robinson Jr.
It's going to cause a lot of smaller rescue-based organizations to no longer rescue, sadly.
Jr. talked with the Oswego County SPCA about why they fear animals could be the ones who suffer the most and what they're asking lawmakers to change.
New statewide standards for animal shelters and rescues took effect Monday, setting strict rules for vet care, daily socialization, and housing conditions. The law, known as Article 26C, was designed to improve animal welfare.
All right, let me look up Article 26C. 26C. Oh, there it is. Agriculture and Market Law. Okay, so this, the law, I'm just going to read from Google. New York's Agriculture and Markets Article 26 deals with animal protection and control, covering a broad anti-cruelty laws, overdriving torture, banning animal fighting, mandating care standards like appropriate shelter, and regulating activities like selling animals as prizes or transporting them cruelly, with specific sections defining terms and outlining penalties for animal mistreatment and neglect. So prohibition of animal fighting, overdriving, torturing, or injuring animals. Curious, New York State, is that going to apply to the Amish population that we have here? The puppy mills? Aggravated cruelty to animals, appropriate shelter for dogs, live animals as prizes prohibited, carrying animal in a cruel manner, poisoning animals. Okay. So it focuses, so here's the 26C sets standards for animal shelters, and it is insane. The veterinarians are not agreeing with New York State when it comes to vaccinations and other, veterinary care things. The manufacturers of specifically the distemper vaccines do not agree with what New York State is doing. It's not cool. It's not cool.
But rescues like the Oswego County SPCA say the way it's written could do the opposite.
We're concerned about Article 26C, the law that is going into effect today, and how it's going to impact rescues across the state. Every animal will need 20 minutes of socialization a day, which in theory is fantastic, but rescues are drowning right now.
Tanya says her organization is not opposed to strong standards, but says the law applies large brick and mortar shelter rules to small volunteer and foster-based rescues. That includes costly upgrades, heavy daily paperwork, training requirements, and strict limits on how many animals rescues can take in. Without smaller rescues, larger shelters may lose a key pipeline that helps prevent overcrowding. And when that pipeline breaks, Tanya says animals pay the price.
So our concern is the unintended consequence of this law is going to be the rescues shelters locally are going to have to make tough decisions for the animals.
Meaning that the no-kill shelters will, I don't want to say will, may have to become kill shelters, because if you don't have the space in the room or the funds to take care of all of the animals that you want to take care of, you will become what New York City is, where they are kill shelters. New York City they are all kill shelters. So the very old and the very young are normally euthanized.
Whether they choose not to intake them and they'll be left on the street or in situations that are less than desirable for them.
She warns that if fosters walk away, rescues collapse, shelters fill up, and healthy, adoptable animals could be turned away or euthanized due to lack of space. State officials say the law is meant to protect animals and that the first year will focus on education, not penalties. State Agriculture Commissioner Richard Ball saying in part, quote, "Our goal is to assist our shelters through the transition phase this next year, ultimately ensuring that these new requirements in animal care are met and that we continue to have happy, healthy companion animals finding their forever families."
We're not saying scrap it. We're saying let's amend it so that it fits. It works for rescues so that it works for the animals above all.
I'm Gary Robinson, Jr. reporting.
And so I was just looking quickly. I was just going to share quickly it is a 31-page document, and let me see if I can find about the distemper, because that was when my director was telling me about that. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's insanity. Oh my God, that one is insane too. Right, so 20 minutes. The one thing, I don't see the thing about distemper, but actually that might be under a different thing. Veterinary care. Okay, so when you think about, a lot of the, especially like the SPCA, a lot of the shelters, they don't have a whole lot of employees. They rely on volunteers. And so one of the things I had seen, they have a whole section about like cleanliness and sterilization and all of this stuff. And how are shelters that are already struggling monetarily, how are they going to be able to adhere to all of this? I mean, a lot of it I think is common sense, like having a quarantine area for animals and things like that. Now I can't find what I had seen. Oh, here it is. But I think, like cleaning and disinfecting every day, like you do that anyways. Like, it's common sense. But now there's going to be more micromanagement and oversight where, they clearly have nothing better to do than to go after rescues who are actually doing good. Like, why don't they go after these puppy mills, backyard breeders? But no. Right here. Oh, here's one. So all incoming animals shall be assessed within 2 hours after intake by a trained animal shelter staff member to determine if any physical abnormalities exist that require immediate veterinary attention in accordance with the shelter's written protocol for emergency care. We already do that. It's just, it's going to be tough for shelters for sure. Oh, and here's dogs. So it says each dog shall be provided with the opportunity to exercise and eliminate at least once every 12 hours will confine to the, oh, that's transport. Never mind. I didn't realize that was about transport. I was like, dogs are always allowed to go out. But anyways, y'all probably don't care about that. I'm actually going to pin this because I'm going to read through this again. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for being here. I know there's more exciting things going on. I did see someone is talking about the same thing that they've been talking about for weeks. But it is what it is. I mean, you gotta keep Christmas going, right? Gotta keep Christmas going. And speaking of Christmas, I did get the book that we're going to read next by Sophie Kinsella. I did schedule the first live stream. The book is actually, I think it was like 150-ish pages, but the book is very small. Like, it's small in size. So I'm thinking, no, not on the keyboard, ma'am. I'm thinking it would take us 3 days to read. So right now I have Sunday at 4:30 Eastern time. I think it was 4:30. Hold on before I say that, because I was debating between 4:30 and 7, because it is no, come on, lady. Oh my gosh. See, you just turned a video on, lady. All right, let's see. Jeez Louise. And like, she can't go around the laptop. Like, there's plenty of room to walk around it. No, she has to run across the keyboard. Okay, so I did do 4:30. So 4:30 on Sunday, tentatively, all depending on what happens. Right now I don't have anything planned, but things happen. So if I don't have it at 4:30 Eastern on Sunday, we will have it at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. But I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do 4:30 on Sunday. And I think it'll probably take 3 to 4 days. So we would do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for sure. And then if we need to, we will... Christmas Eve is going to be rough. So my goal is to finish it in 3 days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because Christmas Eve is going to be super busy. And I don't want to put it off until the 26th, which is after Christmas. All right, so I hope all of you will join me for that. It should be fun. We haven't read a book in a while, so this will be good. And when I went to pick, I actually got it from the library, and the woman said to me, "Oh, do you know she passed away?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I decided to get this book, because I didn't realize that she had written this one, and it's not like her others." So I think it'll be really good to think of. And if you think of any other books that you might want to read, I mean, there's a ton of books that I have here that I haven't read. Let me know. And I feel like if they're really long, I feel like it would just take too long. So like the shorter ones, like at most 200, 250 pages would probably be ideal. We need new things to talk about. Yeah, I agree, Joe. I agree. Hey, Marie, what's going on? Super late. That's all right. Thanks for being here. Sunnyside says, I was just texting my son about the cat turning on the faucet because his cat does that. I mean, they're smart. They're smart. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I got. So have a great rest of your day, night, morning, wherever you may be. If you haven't hit that like, please do so on your way out. I did end the poll, and 93% of us were having a good day. 7% of us were not having a good day. So I hope those of us who are having a not so good day, that tomorrow is better, because it can't be as bad as today, hopefully. One of my coworkers, I feel so bad today. I said to him, I said, "Hey, how's it going?" Because I know yesterday he had a rough day, with stuff outside of school. So today I said, I'm like, "How are you doing today?" He's like, "Terrible." And I was like, "Oh no, I am sorry to hear that." He's like, "Yeah, but it could be worse." He's like, "I'm just really depressed." And I'm like, that makes me so sad. Normally when you talk to someone, right, like you're like, "Hey, how's it going? How you feeling?" They're like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm good. I could be better." But the fact that he said terrible made me feel so sad for him. especially, you know, being that we're on break now. So anyways, hopefully things get better for my coworker and for those of you who may not be having the best day. All right. Until next time, y'all, I'll see you on the flip side.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going, I want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you every side, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.